What's good, everybody? Jackson's Gambit here. So, I just got finished watching Freakier Friday. Good job, Disney. Looks like you really thought of the fans on this one. Why didn't you do that to all your other movies? I'm looking at you, Tron Ares. Seriously, where was Tron? Tron! In Freakier Friday, Anna, played by Lindsay Lohan, is getting married to a guy named Eric. Seriously, this guy was perfect in this movie. And I'm not talking about perfect casting. I'm talking about perfect personality. There's one part in this movie where he tries to learn how to surf and completely eats it. And I'm sitting back in my chair like, yeah, right, I know your ass is perfect. There's only one problem. They both have daughters and they don't like each other at all. So how do we solve this shit? By switching bodies. All four of them. And I'm not talking about the mom, dad, and the two sisters. I'm talking about the mom, the two sisters, and Jamie Lee Curtis. 6.5 out of 10. Now, this was nowhere near the perfect film. Why didn't the father switch bodies with the rest of the family? Why did they switch bodies with the plus one? And by plus one, I mean Jamie Lee Curtis's character. And I think it's because Jamie Lee Curtis carried the first movie, and she definitely carried it in this one. They cast Manny Jacinto, hopefully I said his name right, as the role of Eric in this movie. And to me, I feel like they just really missed an opportunity with that character. Don't get me wrong, the guy can act. He just stood out like a sore thumb. Clearly, they just cast him because he was an attractive guy. Not because he fit in with the rest of the cast, but it's a chick flick, so clearly you're going to hire a hot guy. And I didn't realize that Freaky Friday had such a huge fan base for them to want to make a sequel 22 years later. Running out of ideas? But there were some things that I did like about this movie. It was great seeing Lindsay Lohan back on the screen. I know things didn't end too well for her before her break from Hollywood, but it really did make me smile to see her back on the screen. I really hope that she gets more work. They brought back everybody for this movie. I mean everybody. Despite, how old everybody got, and if you fell out of Hollywood, they brought back everybody. Nobody was recast. They even performed Take Me Away in the movie. Oh, and they also dropped in a special guest from The Parent Trap, one of my favorite movies. Sometimes member berries in movies when it comes to sequels or prequels doesn't work, but I feel like this one worked. Jamie Lee Curtis was a good sport in this movie because they roasted her in this movie. You know how bad they did her in the first movie?
Oh, I'm like the Crypt Keeper!
Well, they definitely turned it up a notch in this one. Class act, Jamie Lee Curtis. Please don't change. And this movie was surprisingly funnier than the first movie. I know it's Disney, so they can get real corny, but it wasn't laugh out loud funny, but there were some points that I'm just like, all in all, it was a good way to spend 2 hours. Would I see it in theaters? No. I would definitely wait for Disney Plus. But I thought it was funny and fun. If you're going to do this movie, definitely do it for the fans. 6.5 out of 10.